Hey everybody, Amanda here. I am just going to record a little video for the full moon. Um, Surprisingly for me, I just used one deck this time and it's my Tarot of the Vampires. So let's just get right into it. We got some good messages today. First card I pulled was this Two of Grails, and that's really cool. So that means that's a message about a spiritual relationship, a soul connection. It's usually an indicator of romantic love, but it could also be another kind of partnership if that resonates for you. But I'm just getting that this full moon is a really good, and it's in Aries, so that's a fiery sign. It's a really good time for some romance and passion. A good time to connect with soulmates and soul connections. So that's really beautiful. Make sure you're taking some time to foster your relationships right now. I also pulled the devil, so I really feel like these are some of the major themes of this full moon is taking a look at our stuff and the ways that we're holding ourselves back. What are we still chained to that is not serving us anymore moving forward? Where are we giving into uh, where are we giving into things that we know we're past? Where are we indulging in things that aren't actually helping us become a better person? What people are we engaging with who aren't serving our highest path? Things to think about. The devil doesn't have to be a bad thing. It's just that it's an invitation to take a look at our shadow and get clear on what do we actually want our life to look like. Yeah, so things to think about there. I also pulled the Daughter of Knives. So this is like the Page of Swords in the tarot. So this usually is new clarity. It could be a new idea, a new thought. It could be communication with somebody that's unexpected. Just some kind of new start in mentally. So some kind of new thought or new way of thinking that's going to help you move forward in the next phase. So what's really cool, so what I get overall about that is like maybe that there's new information about a current partnership that is going to come to the light. But also be aware the devil can also be about our past conditioning and our reactivity. So look at that stuff. How are you behaving in partnership? Is there something that needs to be communicated that you're not saying? But it really actually, I get a really good feeling from this moon when it comes to partnerships and spiritual connections. I feel like things are really deepening and we're being invited into a more intimate space. So that's really cool. It was really cool. These cards over here kind of felt like they were together, so that's how I put them. I got this. Sorry, that's my dog gagging. Okay. So I've got the Queen of Grails and I've got the Queen of Scepters. So this is really interesting. So we have two of these feminine energies. One is the ruler of the emotions and one is the ruler of passion and creativity. So to me, what this is saying is let's blend these. So let's take our emotional world and be aware of it, and maybe channel it into some kind of project or something creative. Could also be, I just feel like with these cards coming up, there's a lot of cups I pulled. With these cards coming up, I don't know. It seems like maybe it's time to get more in your feelings and more romantic, maybe a little bit, maybe a little more sexy and passionate. It seems like a good time for that. So if that is where you're at, go for it, is what I say. But these ladies feel really powerful to me. They seem like they really know who they are. They're comfortable in their own skin. And so let's get into that place of empowerment during this full moon of really feeling like we can create the life we want and that our emotions are honored and that we're just feeling in love with life. I feel like that's what those ladies are about, is feeling in love with life. I also pulled the Ten of Skulls with the World. And so what that says to me, Ten of Skulls is complete fulfillment when it comes to the material world. It's about stability. It's about building a foundation that you're proud of. It's seeing your hard work come to fruition and creating a legacy. Um, and so that's really cool with the world. The world is about a new cycle, like a major change, embarking on something new. It's about the past getting wrapped up or lessons being learned and something shifting. I always feel like it's a shift for the better. It can require a bit of a leap of faith or something that's maybe out of your comfort zone. But I think what they're saying is it's ultimately leading you here to this full abundance, this full stability and joy, the life you want, the partnership you want, the material wealth that you're trying to create. So the message here to me is really about like you're powerful, but it does feel like the energy is shifting in a really big way, so be aware of that. Also, just saying like that can cause some discomfort in the body sometimes when these energies are shifting. I know I've had lots of tingling in my head the last few days, not sleeping super well, getting some headache symptoms, aches and pains in my body. So just be aware, drink a lot of water, make sure you're grounding down your energy and you're taking some time to be quiet and sit with yourself a bit. If you're experiencing any type of symptoms of the full moon, I know that happens for me, so I like to talk about that, so it's normal and people don't think it's weird. Cool. The last messages that we have here are the Three of Grails and the Eight of Skulls. So really cool. Interesting. So the first card I pulled was the Two of Grails, and one of the last ones I pulled, actually I think it was the last card I pulled, was this Three of Grails. So that's a progression. So we're going from partnership to community. So now there's three energies here. What they say a lot about partnership is the energy of the two individuals creates a third energy. That's the energy of their union. That's what the Three of Cups is about, but it's also about community and engaging in really heart-centered friendships and feeling celebrated and feeling comfortable in your own skin in the context of a larger group of people. So that's really cool. It feels like we're inviting our tribe in and it's a time of celebration. But we got the Eight of Skulls, so this is about dedicated hard work and being patient until we see our work come to fruition. And so those as kind of the final messages, what that says to me is like everything you're building, like this Ten of Skulls is here. So everything you're building is going to come to fruition. You're going to have everything you're working for. But sometimes you do have to do that hard work and have the patience and faith. It doesn't mean you have to do it alone, though. You do have a community that you can tap into and collaborate with. So really find ways to do that. Invite other people to your party, you know. But I do think it's a good time to tap into your emotional world, into your loving heart center. It's a great time to tap into your passion and your fiery wild side, and really connect with other people at this time. That seems to be an overall message here, but something new is coming. Be ready for it. And yeah, I just wish you all the best in this next cycle, and I'll talk to you next time.